Hello, welcome to another Daily Digest. I'm Ross Merriam. Today, I guess I should say tonight, we're doing a little spooky version of the Daily Digest today. I'm playing a spooky deck. I have a little Abzan Aristocrats, very Innistradi. We see Abzan Ascendancy, Collected Company. There's also Return to the Ranks. Those are our sort of heavy-hitting spells. A bunch of creatures we can sacrifice for value, like Blisterpod, Doom Traveler, a bunch of sack outlets, and things that get value from sacrificing them. So we'll hope to put them together in relevant numbers and kill our opponent. As for this hand, it does not seem great. So our plan is like turn 1 Blisterpod, turn 2 Blisterpod, turn 3 Absent Ascendancy, and then turn 4 hopefully we get to Coco into something. On the play that might be good enough. Am I on the play? Did I check? Oh, I'm not on the play. Well, that's not so good then. Well, our opponent mulliganed to 6 though. That's better. And they scry to the top. Okay. Well, we're a little vulnerable to discard spell, but I don't like mulliganing against those decks anyway. That was sort of the reasoning that was going on in my head. And now I'll get a basic forest. No need to take unnecessary life. I got one of each basic. That makes sense. I'll also try to leave, if I leave a fetch land uncracked, I'll try to leave it as a green fetch land in case I want to get a Dryad Arbor at some point. That's something to be aware of. Is our opponent just a green-white deck of some kind? I don't think most value town lists play a Stirring Wildwood. Is this even real life? Really? Suppression Field? This is what my life has become. This is what I do. I come up with a sweet deck, and by me I mean someone on the internet because they do my work for me. And I play the deck, and it's got all of these neat activated abilities that I want to activate over and over again. And my opponents just have turn 2 Suppression Field in their main deck. They even have fetch lands in their deck, in their Suppression Field deck. Normally you don't see that combo, but man, this is not going to go well. But we'll see. Absent Ascendancy is at least pretty good. Let's not buy any life. Let's play this second Blisterpod. I've got 2 1/1s now. That's kind of cool. Don't know if I can just beat 2 more lands blocked with Stirring Wildwood for the rest of the game. Oh no, they can't even, they cost 5 mana now to activate. Look at all these Nombos in their Suppression Field deck. Luminar, another Nombo. This costs 4 mana now to activate. What are they even doing? They're playing some sort of Enchantress deck. I've already figured them out. So I'm actually going to shock myself here so I can play the Sculler, which was also a good draw. And then next turn we'll Ascendancy them. Stasis Snare, Courser. Ugh. Well, I can't really not take the Stasis Snare, right? They'd have to draw a green source for that to be bad, but not a green source that's not a white source. I think I'll just take the Snare. I think I'd rather take the Courser, but if I just take the Courser, they're going to end up snaring the Sculler, get the Courser anyway. So might as well just get the Snare here. And mush for 2. If they brick once, let's hope they brick 1 time. And I get this a free attack for 7. No, didn't brick. Why would they ever do that? All I wanted was 1. Is that too much to ask? So now I'm gonna Ascendancy. We need green, black, white. Get these counters on my things and attack with my things. If they want to eat a Blisterpod and take 5, I'm okay with that. I'll get a 1/1 Eldrazi and a Spirit out of it. Let's put these on the stack and yield to them. And I can't crack this fetch because of Suppression Field, and we'll see what my opponent wants to name with this Ruined Halo. Their hand is now 2 Sphere of Safeties that they need a bunch of mana to cast. Okay. Yep, land on top, obviously. It was there the entire time. And then there's land number 5 for the Sphere of Safety. Our opponent is very, very talented. I assume they just name Scholar. Like they can't name the tokens. Uh, Yeah, they just named Scholar. Okay. Voice is not particularly good, and I don't. So really, just what I want to do is get them low and cast this company. I need to find the O1 to try to drain them out. So because I'm not going to be doing much attacking at this point. So yeah, let's mush. Ooh, that's actually kind of what I wanted you to do. Sack this for a mana. Play this collect company. The second sphere is going to get this ascension ramped up pretty quickly, which is bad. And ugh. Okay, well I found a sack outlet, but I didn't find an O1. So let's just do Satyr Wayfinder and Viscera Seer. Put this trigger on the stack. And Plains is a good one. They take 1 here, 2 here. Yeah, not a lot because of that halo. Sphere of Safety is going to get them up to 5 enchantments, which means I can't even attack. So the Ascension is going to start getting a counter next turn, which is not good. Pretty dead this game. Another Courser is also good. And they go to 10. I should have played the Doom Traveler, my bad. I was commiserating about how dead I am. That took a lot of my mental energy. Yep. So they have 5 enchantments. Yeah. I'm just going to take this turn to get these fetches cracked so I can get some creatures down. Pay 2. Don't think my life total matters much. Did I just screw this up? Might have. Yep, definitely screwed this up. So now I can't cast the voice because I am bad. That is just how my life goes. So now I'll play this Doom Traveler instead. I don't think it matters much. Yeah, they get. I'm going to start making angels pretty quickly here. Oh, there's a Ghostly Prison, sure. They should just play the second sphere here and lock me out of attacking. Yep. Probably need to find a Coco here pretty quickly into 2 Blood Artists. Do I even have a thing to fetch for with this? Yeah, I just have the 6 fetch. And I have the Dried Arbor, sure. So that's a relevant one. So just barely have a fetch left. And crack this. Get this one, and now we'll start scrying. So pass a turn. I'm sure there's a land on top of their deck so they can double spell, but oh wow, Mesa Enchanters, okay. Sure, now I can never ever attack in a million years. Not even sure if I have that many mana producing lands. Okay, sacrifice the one that gives me some mana. Sacrifice this one. Get even more creatures here. Can bottom that fetch. Let's put an upkeep stop and continue this on my turn. Sacrifice this one. We can always yield to this. And I don't think I'll keep sacking if I bottom this, because I want to give myself the chance to draw Collected Company. Yeah, let's bottom that and just go to my draw step. And hit a Voice of Resurgence. I think I would rather get an extra scry in, so I'll just pass. Brings the Ascension up to 3. Once this gets to 4 counters is when they can start making Angels. I have a ton of blockers for Angels. Oh, their land enters tapped. That's just what they get. Yeah. Let's just get that one down and gain a life here. If I can find two of these suckers, I might be able to catch up with them. The second Courser is going to be bad. So let's sack another creature. How about this one? I'm going to go. Let me pay the 2 first, jerk. These on the stack. I want to yield. There we go. Show me potato salad. There's a Blood Artist. Let's top that one. No need to keep sacrificing at that point. And Blood Artist. They have, what, 3, 6, yeah, I have to pay 16 mana to attack with a creature. Don't think I'm going to be able to do that. And see, if they had just bricked once and given me that free attack for 7, they'd be at 4 here, and I would probably win. Because I'd be able to deal them 3, and then untap and deal them 4 more, and they'd go to 6. Yeah, they would just be dead. All I wanted was 1. I just needed the 1 turn. But once again, I don't think I need to play this voice. I have plenty of fodder, and I just want to find a second Blood Artist as quickly as possible. So let's just pass a turn. This leaves me open mana for 3 scries. Ooh, it's if I didn't lose a life this turn. Well, we punted that one. Activated abilities cost 2 more, buddy. You're gonna have to pay 4 for that. Yeah. Okay. I should have sacked one on my turn. I thought if it was you weren't dealt damage. Truly, I really wasn't thinking about that card at all. So, oh god, Herald the Pantheon. Too many things to gain life. Now they get to draw a card too. They have so many hits on lands. No land. Fetch land too. Come on. Every single time I call for something, there's just nothing there. Okay, at least they. So this will bring them to 14. It's gonna be tough, especially with the Herald. I think I'm pretty dead. Maybe if I can find a Coco into 2 more Blood Artists and get up to 3, I think then I have a shot. Let's sacrifice this one. Oh, I have to target them too. This is going to be so many clicks. Okay. Collected Company, please. I only have 1 left in my deck because I milled one with the Satyr Wayfinder. We're on thin outs. Thin outs indeed. Don't need a fetch land. What else am I sacrificing? This one. Gotta do 11. So close. Does this matter at all? No. And let's sack a spirit. I think I'd get used to paying the 2 first by now, but still no. Eventually it'll happen. Kind of like auto select my opponent there. Would be nice. That is also bad. So let's keep sacrificing until I'm down to 4 mana. So 1 more after this is what I'll do. Sacrifice. Ooh, I figured it out. I have to pay the 2 first. We're learning. Or as Ralph Wiggum would say, learning. Come on, Collected Company. That's another fetch land. Okay. Does this do anything? I guess not really. I guess it's a sorcery and I can pay for the entire thing using only my creatures, so I might as well cast it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures in my graveyard, so cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, pay white, pay white, pay 1, pay 1, pay 1, pay 1, and pay 1. Put these triggers on the stack, probably mill away all my outs. But extra lands are also just a good thing here. Didn't really mill anything relevant, but I get to play this land, which is nice. Now I have much more fodder. This thing getting counters no longer matters because it has 4 or more, and I have no way to remove them. So I will just pass the turn and watch as my opponent draws nothing but cheap enchantments to gain 1 million life. I think I could have beaten this Herald, these 2 coursers, but this Herald is going to be too much. Herald and Mesa Enchantress, but like basically every card they've drawn, except for these ghostly prisons, have been near perfect. When did they have it? They've been sandbagging the land? Sure. That's also bad. Yeah, now they draw this ghostly prison, gain another life. Oh, we're really not that far away from doing cool things. Surprisingly. If I could just find another Blood Artist, I'm going to be dealing them a lot of damage. Basically 1 for each mana I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll deal them 8 a turn. I think that'll outpace them. It's hard for them to gain more than 8 a turn. Like, they're going to be gaining probably 4 or 5. And that's if they're not devoting any mana to the Ascension. Should have seen what they were drawing, but yeah, they can't really. The return also sort of stops them from attacking. Okay, let's pay it. Still haven't figured that out. We might be able to pull this one up. Sack this. Put 1 million triggers on the stack. It's going to cost me all my clock, but you know, you deserve to see me battle this one out. Bottom that. Sack. Would be auto doing everything. I should just do this first. That'll be faster. Be fewer clicks. We'll get there. They go to 10. They're actually pretty close to dead if I can just find. I don't think this does anything, right? Yeah, let's just bottom that. And go to my turn. Upkeep. Sack this voice. Oh, again, I'm doing the wrong things and getting more clicks. Eventually I'll get it. Figure it out. This Voice of Resurgence is gigantic. 1616. Eternal Witness gets back Collected Company, so let's top that. Eternal Witness. And get back this collected company. Okay, we are sort of doing it. They're still at 9. I still can't attack for a million years. They might make a 4/4 Angel here, which I don't much care about. No, they're going to crack it. They're going to gain this. Oh, no. Okay, I guess they have enough mana to do both. Oh, please pay 2. Okay, so they're not making an Angel. They're really going to just try to lock me out of this game, which I think might be tough. Oh, I have enough mana to Coco and end step too. Forgot I was missing this swamp over here. I guess I could sack these for colorless mana too, but... Oh, geez, another Herald! Why? And it's a... At least this isn't an enchantment itself. Okay. So that's at least good. I should know the card in their hand, but I wasn't paying attention to that. It's just too much stuff going on. Can you imagine this battlefield in paper? I would need 2 playmats. And they hit the forest. Why? I think they have a Luminarch Ascension in hand, don't they? Yep. So they play this Herald. And then they play the Luminarch Ascension, draw another one. We're pretty close to dead. But we got a lot of cards on the bottom of our deck. We got 3 Blood Artists still remaining. Maybe we can if we assemble 3 of them, I think we can still win. I'll yield to their stuff. Now I want them to find a land. They found the one land in the perfect spot. Excuse me. Okay, so they draw into Sprawl. We need this Coco to hit real well. Looks like we've been... Okay, the Mesa Enchantress stops the chain. But at that point, if they get to untap again... Oh, don't they... What did they just... Don't they have another Sprawl in their hand? I guess they wanted to continue next turn. Okay, I think we've got to kill them now. So let's play this Coco. So get us 6 cards deep. There's 1 more Blood Artist. Ooh, Teysa. That'll do something. So I sacrifice 3 white creatures to exile something. And whenever another black creature I control dies, I get a 1/1 white spirit. Okay. Teysa can also do things. So, that... I also like being able to sacrifice 3 things at once. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white creatures. If I can just have this one be my last one. So that's 6 mana to have them take 18. So they're just dead. Because Teysa is the noodly boodlies. Oh yes. They are dead. Teysa. Forgot about this one. So let's exile this Herald. Pay 2. Sacrifice this one, and this one. Oh, yes. Oh, we did it. Oh, yes. Nice suppression field. My life is jubilant. This is great. This is exactly how Magic was intended to be played. And I get to exile their creatures too. This is just a joy. Yeah. You're dead. Choose this one. Sacrifice. Oh, gotta pay the 2 again. This one, and this one. Put everything on the stack. In the wrong order, so I have to do more clicking. We've spent, what, over 15 minutes of the clock. Hopefully we don't do as much in the other games, but we probably will, because that's what this deck does. And I'll probably time out and hate my life. But this game is worth it. And our opponent's making us go through everything just to waste time on our clock, because they're that kind of jerk. Exile this one. Pay the 2. 1, 2, 3. And kill you. Oof. We basically I think we just barely got in under what we needed to. It was going to be pretty tough to... I guess I could have done like 6 more, so maybe... But if they had one more turn with the way they were going, with another Mesa Enchantress and both Heralds, and so much mana, like they have 4, 8, 11 mana. They go down to 8 for the Enchantress. They go down to 7 for the Sprawl, which then goes back up to 8 because if they sequence it well, they draw 2 cards. Like any land is another 2 life. So that's our almost minimum 4. We probably gain 8 or 10 life a turn from that point on. Get up to something safe and start pumping out 4/4s. But we got him. Our sideboard is pretty abysmal for this matchup. I definitely want to disrupt them. The question is whether I want Path, and I think I do. I think Courser and Herald are pretty, and Mesa Enchantress are all really important to their plan. If we can break them up, we can just grind them out. What do we want to bring out? I think Voice probably. They're a sorcery speed deck. I'm not really attacking much except in the early game, so it's hard to get like a big Voice token and attack with it. It's really just a 2-mana creature that's 2 bodies. But I think I have enough of those. The one consideration is having enough white bodies for Teysa, but that's why I'm going to keep Ascendancy, even though that's a more aggressively oriented card as well. So I think I'm just going to cut the 4 Voices for the Sculler and the 3 Paths and play it like this. Maybe I'm supposed to cut up like 1 return because I'm bringing in some extra spells. And then I'm down to 27 creatures for Collected Company. I think that's still a healthy number, and I just want those cards because I need to find a ton of Blood Artists. Okay. Gonna have to play these games quickly, but this hand's pretty good with turn 1 Doom Traveler, turn 2 like Satyr, maybe Sculler, depending upon what they do. I'll probably Sculler on 2 because I don't want them to land a Courser on 3. If I were on the play, I'd wait a turn. Play this one. I don't have the Blood Artist yet, so hopefully I can find that. A Herald would be annoying, as would another Suppression Field. Journey to Nowhere, my thing. Okay. That I'm generally okay with. That's one of the weaker things they could journey, and I have multiple other copies of it. Okay, well I guess I'll just take the Courser and force them to Stasis Snare this. Otherwise they could just get the Courser down earlier. So they have a bunch of Stasis Snares, which are going to be hard for me to beat. So let's just get that one. Play this. Now I'll at least get a Scry out of this Tidehollow Sculler. Or they might try to just snare the Viscera Seer. I assume not. Yeah, I don't know why. They should have snared in response to the Seer, but I'll take all the value I can get. Abzan Ascendancy. Seems pretty good because I'm just going to be scrying a bunch. So yeah, I'll top that. Even though they're going to be playing a Courser here. So pass. They're down 1 snare, 7.5 minutes. Yeah, of course they hit the land. So now I'll play this. Not sure I'm going to have enough time to play these games, which is disappointing. Let's attack. This might have been bad. No, no, this is fine. Okay. Sack a creature. Sack this one, please. Yield my stuff. I don't really need another land. I'm going to get one off this Satyr anyway. They'll take 2 here. The worst thing is I can never F6 with this deck. Hit another land in the perfect spot with these coursers, like the millionth time, and there's my no longer attacking starting next turn. So I assume they Utopia Sprawl Forest, probably name white, snare the Viscera Seer this turn. But when they go to snare, I can sack it and then have return to ranks to bring it back. In fact, I don't know, it's a sorcery. This one's not the instant like rally, so I can't snag this on their draw step, but I can take their last ace of snare and ensure that my my shenanigans will continue unabated. Ooh, I like this main phase though. This helps me. So let's sack this. Oh no! No, I didn't. Oh, now I was trying to save time. I was just auto yielding to everything. I auto yielded to Stasis Snare, and now my entire plans are up in smoke. Ugh, this is frustrating. Okay, well, we're gonna have to find something good here off these 4 cards. Hopefully we mill something we want to return. Sack Outlet and Blood Artist. Okay, well, we hit a Sack Outlet at least, so that's good. 1, 2, 3. X is 1 current? No. Exit what? Okay, there we did it. We have to convoke all our things. Okay, let's take their last Stasis Snare. I guess I could have sacked the Sculler with the trigger on the stack. I have 2 lands. I wasn't really thinking, but we will pass the turn. I guess this is a worse sack outlet though. Now I don't get the card selection. And it's a Sphere of Safety I knew they just drew. So I'll play the Windswept Heath and the Sphere. They're up to 6 enchantment, so I'm not attacking anymore. So Sphere is good. I assume they play the Heath here and go to 20. Give them some card selection. Probably don't want to draw this Utopia Sprawl. 5 minutes. Okay, so I know they have a Plains. They're at 20 life. Ghostly Prison, that's fine. Mesa Enchantress, and is like the one I don't want to see. Well, if we can find some thingaroos, Blood Artists, we're gonna have a ton of things to sacrifice. In fact, each body we have is 3 things now: 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. So they just played a land off the top. Now they have another land on top, that's fine. But, and then I have the return to the ranks actually. So they're dead if I can just find a single Blood Artist. That's all I need. Sculler doesn't really do anything right. I mean, I'll just play it so I have more bodies. Yeah, I have a Plains that I know about. Yeah, I just need to find a Blood Artist, and then they're dead. We'll see if they can lock me out before that. Journey to Nowhere is fine, I guess. It's not really going to do much. Yeah, in fact, they're even cracking the fetch. Oh, jeez. Just Blood Artist targets, doesn't it? I have to choose a target. It's not just each opponent. So I need it this turn. I think I can still win if I just mill it over with this, because I can sack some extra things. I milled a Tesa. I don't think that's good enough. Sacrifice, whenever. Let me just read Blood Artist. Yeah, target player. Well, isn't that the worst? And I have no way to remove this thing. Okay, well, I'm going to have to try to beat these ley lines I can't actually beat with 4.5 minutes on my clock. Got Bartered Forge Tender. Yeah, none of my cards just do anything against the Leyline of Sanctity. So that's frustrating too. Okay, let's hope I can find some Blood Artists early and navigate these clicks efficiently. If I wasn't low on time, I would play that game out just so they don't know Leyline plus a bunch of Ghostly Prison effects locks me out from attacking or from winning. But I just don't have time to do that. My only chance of winning is to win in game 3 with 4.5 minutes. This hand's pretty good. We have a Sack Outlet, a Blood Artist, and Disruption, and an Ascendancy. Yeah, I can't really ask for much more. I guess this is going to find black-white land. I want to get this down before they... Ooh, they mulled a 5, so that's nice. Put on the bottom. Do they start with the ley line? No. Godless Shrine, please. And Viscera Seer. Now I will sculler them on 2. Oh, Utopia Sprawl. That's a good one. Not a bad land. Really? I think I just take the Courser. No, I just have to take the Journey because then that's the thing that kills my thing. Okay, well, I will take the Journey. I have Ghostly Prison Courser. Assume we'll see a Courser come down here. They might play the Ghostly Prison. Oh, they drew Stasis Snare? Jeez. Cast my thing. Collected Company was a good draw, though. Yeah, not surprised if they Stasis Snare. Do I even want that? I don't think so. I think I want something cheaper. I'm probably going to need another Sack Outlet here because they're going to Journey my Viscera Seer. It's a really good 5-card draw on there. Enchanted creatures' activated abilities can't be activated. Jeez. That's pretty good. Let's get this one out of the way. And pass the turn. So I have a Detainment spell. Let land off the top. Their hand is Ghostly Prison, Detainment spell, Journey X. So I'm going to Coco in response to this. See if I can find it. Doom Traveler, Doom Traveler. I'm just going to, if they want to kill one of my Doom Travelers, I'm just going to let them. Down to 2 minutes. Is this even good? I don't think so. Because they're going to play the Ghostly Prison here. Yep. That's fine. Another fetch land. So now I don't want to play the Blood Artist. Let's attack for 4. Or for 2, I mean. For 4 mana. I don't feel very good about this game. This is a very good 5-card hand on their part. And the rip of the Stasis Snare was huge. Really don't mind them casting Wrath of God. Oh, Sphere of Safety was the unknown draw. Okay, then. Well, that's fine. Okay. Well, that deals with... but it deals with their Courser, but it turns on their Wrath. They can't attack. So they have Wrath. I knew they had a land. They have Wrath and Journey. So this one, sack here, sack here, sack here. Yes. 48 seconds. I'm just not going to have time. Now if they want a Wrath, I'll at least have a couple things left. Yep. Put my abilities on the stack. They have, yeah, they have to pay 6 to attack. Don't really want to do that. Just going to crack this now. Get this Dried Arbor. If they have another Wrath, whatever. $16. If I can find... I have to find something real quick. Oh, I knew they had that on top. That's going to be difficult to beat as well. Well, an overall frustrating game. Oh, there's a card I don't need. I think I can attack here, but I'm not winning that way in 16 seconds. I need to find a return to the ranks really quickly to have any kind of a shot. Oh no, now yeah. That'll also do it. I think that just locked me out of the game. They just named Blood Artist. Okay, well, I didn't actually lose to time, I guess. I lose to them just locking me out. I'm not going to play for the last 14 seconds of my clock. Well, normally in a matchup like that, I mean, we're limited to just Blood Artist, basically. If we had some enchantment removal, I think that would be a slam dunk of a matchup. But instead we had none, and so they actually just have a hard lock in Leyline or Runed Halo on Blood Artist, and then make it difficult for me to attack. And I mean, I guess I could leave in a couple voices just to try to beat that plan and make a really big voice token and a bunch of mana with blister pods and stuff and set up one big attack. But I mean, they get through their deck pretty quickly. 2 spheres basically means I'm never attacking. That game I might have had a chance to do so, but just unable to assemble things in time. My opponent had a really good 5 there. I'm just happy I won that first game. I did not think I was winning. I played on just for your own amusement, as you could see me getting saltier and saltier, and then instead I won. So immediately washed away all that salt, became a nice little saline solution. Unfortunately, couldn't pull it through in the post-sport games, but hope you enjoyed watching some spooky nighttime Daily Digest edition, and you can come back and see me on Wednesday. Bye.